Hello, I am KevyCat, and if you're wondering why I'm not currently holding my netherite pickaxe, it's because it's almost broken and I don't want to accidentally break it right now, because that would be a pretty foolish thing for me to do, honestly. I don't want to just go out and break the pickaxe I spent 2 hours getting. So, pretty soon I'm going to go actually mine for diamonds so I can make a new one, and also make an enchanting table so it will just, last longer. However, for now, that is not what I'm doing. What I'm doing here is actually I'm mining this random mountainous thing. I'm not totally sure why I want it gone. No, actually I am sure. The reason I'm getting rid of this is that, one, I really like mining things and just, removing large objects is essentially how I would describe that. And secondly, it's because I want to clear up my space for my house and all that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to build a bit more cobblestone here, so I can just, basically, so I'll still have something that goes up this high. However, I'm basically just, in case I want to build a house or something way up in the middle of the sky, I still have that staircase. However, I'm going to remove most of the other stuff. Alrighty. So, you know what? I'm going to start with this 3x3 section. Actually, I'm going to start with the snow. Snowballs are somewhat valuable, as they make it way easier to kill blazes. This is an oversight I've made many times. Well, actually, an oversight I've made one time. However, that one time is like the only time in recent history I've tried to fight a blaze. So that means it's 100% of the time I've made a silly mistake and not brought any snowballs with me, despite the fact that they are incredibly valuable to have when fighting blazes. Anyways, I can probably figure out how to make a snow farm or something sooner or later. However, sorry, I've got something stuck in my teeth. Ugh, that's annoying. Having, Well, sorry that you all got to just experience that. Anyways, what I was doing before I realized it was nighttime and I should really probably just go sleep before I got bopped by some monsters, was that I'm going to start by just choosing an arbitrary 3x3 area, like a square, and digging that down to the same level as everything else. I really should not sprint on the way up here, that's probably going to kill me. Oh, also, here's a fun story. I actually was in the nether mining for netherite, but when I came out of the portal, it spawned me at my old base, so I built the original portal. So, eventually what I had to do is I tried to find my way back to this base, but I got lost. So I had to just that's precarious. But I had to just drop off my items in the chest and write down the coordinates, and then go back to actually find the precious ancient debris. Which did eventually happen, but it's like a 30-40 minute side quest, essentially, that I went on, that just didn't end up in any video. Now, how do I get from here to there? I'm going to try to pull a, what's the word? I'm going to call what incredibly I'm going to attempt to pull off what cheesy people call an epic gamer move. Oh, okay, I did it! Now I need to get from here. You know, this was one of the worst options for places to go. There's nothing below it. But hey, when life gives you limes, you make key lime pie. That's totally the saying, you know? Key lime pie is quite good. I once ate some key lime pie on Pie Day, which is, I think, the only time I've actually celebrated Pi Day, for your information. I probably have before. Now I definitely have before, but it's one of the few times I've celebrated Pi Day. Okay, I'm abandoning that 3x3 area because it just dropped me into the void. So instead I'm going to start by carving out this bit, just really arbitrarily. Anyways, and yes, this episode is absolutely 20 minutes of me mining. Realistically, once I finish this episode, I'm probably going to mine off camera and come back, because that would be far, far more interesting. And also, I do realize I uploaded like 5 videos in one day, then no videos for 2 days. And now who knows how many things I'm going to upload today. It's just, when I have time I make a bunch of stuff, when I don't have time I don't make anything. And then you end up with stuff like this. Oh, actually, that was a messenger program notification noise. If you know anything that No, actually, if for some reason you know a lot of messenger programs, or you know that specific one, you can probably guess what it's called. However, I'm not going to say what it's called. You know what? Yes, I am. That is Google Hangouts, because I do not have any sort of smartphone, and by golly, I don't want one, essentially. That's a bit of a long, drawn-out name, obviously. It's not actually called Google Hangouts, plus all that stuff about phone, that's why I have it in a web browser, since, like, I don't have a phone and I don't want one. Oh look, there's a little underground stream. Where's it going, under? Okay. Okay, now there's a trick where if you can begin swimming if you crouch. Apparently it's not going to work for me this time. But anyways, that's funny, there's just a green bit of water there. But like I said, oh actually, change of topic, I'm just going to check that notification after I finish recording this, because other people can wait. But anyways, let's see. The reason I'm mining this, I said this earlier now that I think about it, but basically, I like destroying big things by mining them. And also, because, oh yeah, to clear up some space. Nope. This is going to run through my iron very quickly, would be my guess. However, okay, that's nice. This single 2-block thick layer appears to be mostly done. However, so does my iron pickaxe, which isn't necessarily a good thing. However, it is, in my opinion, really fun just taking a big, all rugged, mountainy area like this, and just sort of like taming it so you can build your town in the area that used to be a huge, rough mountain place. I don't know, I just derive quite a lot of satisfaction from doing that. Okay, here's iron pickaxe number 2 for today. Let's see. I'm still not really sure. Well, I'm not really sure what I want to do with that jungle over there. I think it could be worth keeping around, and it would be tons of effort to get rid of. But, like, at the same time, it's so tempting to, like, chop a huge hole in it and just build some sort of city there. Like, that is really, really tempting to do. Really, really tempting. But before I do anything in the jungle, I'm going to just finish dealing with these mountains. Like, why expand into the jungle when I haven't even finished expanding into the mountains? That would be silly. You know, maybe someday I'll just have, like, height limit skyscrapers going from bedrock to the top of the world where these mountains are. That's the kind of goofy thing I might honestly do. But I really don't know where I'm going to go with this. One thing I do know, though, is that I intend on building an automated kelp farm to get me free fuel for my furnaces. Because I watched a Toycat video recently, and he was, like, complaining about how long it took to get all the lava to fuel the furnaces. Then in the latest version of Minecraft, you can make an automated fuel farm and set up a super smelter where you just insert items. And combined with the automated fuel farm, it just melts them for you. Like, why put in all the effort to get lava? You can just make a kelp fuel farm. That would be way easy. Just way easier. Okay. Now then, that bit seemingly is an overhang. What do I want to do here then? You know what? I'm going to make a 3x3 hole right here. I'm not totally sure why, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep mining down until I reach the area where I was earlier. I just dug out that 2-block gap. And I've already been going for 10 minutes. Time flies when you're destroying mountains. That's a saying now. Well, I was just saying it, so... Sure, I'm going to say that qualifies something as a saying, if you saying it. Like, if you saying something, then that makes it a saying. And it's like a no questions asked free return policy or something. Except instead of a free return policy, it's just like the saying thing. Well, I wonder how much cobble I'm going to get. I have stacks of the stuff. You know, with this amount of cobble, if I combined it with an automated kelp farm, I could easily make some massive stone brick structure. It looks like I've actually reached the side now. That shows you how much of an overthing this place has going on. Like, I started mining right in the middle, and I've already reached just some air. I think it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, where on one side, you start mining in the middle and find air, but on the other side, you start mining on the edge, and you just end up in what's the middle farther down. Does that make sense? That it's just, like, diagonal? To me, that makes sense. But at the same time, I know that often when I explain things, it makes no sense to anybody who isn't me. And it comes across really funny. Oh, there's the jungle. On another note, I could actually just build, like, a wall and deny the jungle's existence. Let's see. Where was I? I'm really tempted to make a political joke right now, except I don't want to do politics stuff on the internet. And oh, curses. Curses. It's already almost... Okay, thank goodness, I've reached the 2-block layer, because it's time to go sleep. I should really just carry a bat around with me, that would be much smarter. Can I jump into the water from here? Okay, I can reach the water from here. I'm just going to dig straight... Pog Roberts! Pog you Roberts, Minecraft! I'm trying to dig down and, like, not get bonked by a mob. Excuse me. Like, do you not have manners, Minecraft? Okay, I need to get back before mob spawn. Get back before mob spawn. Are there any mobs? I don't think that... Oh, there's just a zombie pigeon. Okay, sleep. That was somewhat stressful. Hey, creeper! I was a bit too late to sleeping, don't you think? There's a creeper here. That royally displeases me, having a creeper there. Do I have any wool? Oh, I have no wool. Oh, I thought I heard a creeper. Oh, goodness. I'm going to just turn up my volume slightly. Let's see. Oh, my Minecraft volume is almost equal to the volume of my voice, so I'm going to turn my Minecraft volume down and just adjust my Windows volume. Okay, Windows volume. There. I'm still going to tune up my Minecraft volume somewhat. Everything's really quiet. Okay, that's an improvement. Anyways, it's nice having that berry farm going on over there. Because what it means is I can just, like, eat a few berries every now and then. I do have some cooked pork chops, which are a good food source. But for me, like, animal food is essentially healing food. I'll eat berries normally, but when I need to just heal a lot in a short period of time, then I'll eat some animal food, because that's the best way to do it from my experience. There is always the option of, like, making golden apples? There is always the option of making some golden apples further down the line, but as of now, I don't want to spend the gold doing that. It seems like, I don't know, I don't want to spend that kind of resources. You know, this would actually be a good place to make a floating island. Like, I don't know, I like that idea now that I've mentioned it. Anyways, and I've already managed to just, you know, trim a reasonable amount off and out from the, well, off of and out of the mountain, which is a good thing. When I come back in the next episode, I doubt anything's going to have changed on this mountain, but I'll have gone mining for diamonds. Because right now, diamonds are one of those things that I really need, so I can make a new pickaxe and an enchanting table. I'm just doing this because I felt like recording something and I decided that apparently this was better than mining. I was actually going to make a time-lapse of me mining, except I'm currently having to, like, fight the fight in terms of editing software. That was incredibly ambiguous, and that was intentionally ambiguous. But basically, I don't currently have access to functioning editing software, which is an annoyance, as somebody somewhere probably once said. Actually, I know I said that at one point or other. Anyways, it's kind of funny knowing that whatever you say, there's a solid chance, as long as it's not something just totally crazy and out there, that someone else has already said the exact same thing as you. Like, if it's not something particularly original, it's probably been already said by someone else. You know, I took a really big risk there because I almost, like, I broke a block under me and just fell, and that easily could have ended up killing me. Also, fun fact I learned recently, apparently you take a half heart of damage for every block over 3 blocks you fall. And you know what? It looks like I'm about to be doing some falling. No, not actually. I have a bit of... yeah, there's some stuff here, which means I'm not going to fall and die. Which is just... Billy! I almost sprinted off the edge right there! That would have been bad now, wouldn't it? Now, anyways, I will just continue mining away. Oh gosh, that fall scared me. Anyways, but I'm going to continue mining away and going down. If you haven't picked up on this by now, I'm incredibly jumpy, which includes in the Minecraft sense. Is in not like literally jumping a lot in-game, but being, you know, easily spooked, essentially. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Obviously, me thinking something makes sense has like a 50-50 chance of translating to reality. But hey, if we round that up, it has a 100% chance of matching with reality. So, listen, kids. If you round to the nearest, like, if you round up, your expectations will always match reality. Obviously, it involves some rounding, but we can just ignore that. Oh, I dropped some dirt. You know, that came out sounding a bit funny. Anyways. I'm about to fall off a cliff, it would seem. Llama on my knee. I honestly would not be surprised if I got a copyright strike for that. And actually, I would be surprised because my channel has 0 subscribers right now. However, if I were to have 100 subscribers, and then, like, If once I get 100 subscribers or something, some channel goes back to this video when it's like 2 years old, and copyright strikes it for me having that random thing in there, I would not at all be surprised. Like, the copyright situation on YouTube, from what I can tell, is incredibly, like, cash grabby. It's essentially a bunch of rich companies trying to get richer by claiming just claiming things in videos as like theirs, even if they have no real right to whatever it is, like fair use and all that. Because honestly, I've gone on so many days. Like, I don't know about however long in the future it's going to be before any number of people actually watch this, or if anyone ever will. Oh, these are neat. It's like a bunch of holly bushes or something. However, I do know that as of now, when I'm recording this, the copyright situation on YouTube isn't actual copyright. It's cash grabby right. Well, actually, I know what it is. It's copy wrong. Imagine if I got copyright struck for saying copy wrong. That would be such a, like, classic thing for someone to do right now. Well, not someone, but a company. Well, do I not have any other berries in my chest anyway? Apparently I don't. Anyways, I have 1 piece of wheat here. Okay, I have 2 pieces of wheat. I can almost make bread. Oh, now I have a bunch of melon. Do I have a melon chest? Nope. Okay. Oh, I've gone over 20 minutes. Well, Sarah, I am still Kevy Cat, and that's probably never going to change. That mountain will probably be the same when I'm back, but hopefully I'll have diamonds. This has been an incredibly long, awkward outro, and bye. You know, my recording software was supposed to stop recording there. It's still going, it just, like, won't die.